Good morning, students. Today I am going to talk to you about career opportunities. Career opportunities means the options what you have to pursue a goal in life. Before that, you should have planned, focused and set a goal. Before I talk upon this, I generally give an example of civil service examination. Civil service examination is conducted by UPSC on a national level examination to select most powerful government officials of the country, that is IAS and IPS. You would have seen every district has one DC and one SP. So every year UPSC conduct this exam and about 1000 to 1000 students pass out. When you say this 1000 to 1000 students across the country, most of them are from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. The reason is they plan their career when they are in 8th standard or 9th standard. By the time they pass out of 10th standard, they are very clear what they have to become. Then they study, focus and prepare repeatedly, again and again, study the same thing, subject, whatever they are studying, they study that. But here in South or Karnataka, when students are in their PUC, you ask them, what do you want to do? They are not very clear about what they want to do. What about PUC? Even if you ask final year degree students, what you want to do in life, they are not very clear. Unless you have set a goal, you plan, you will not be able to achieve the biggest goal of your life. I wish parents also part of this or watch this, because parents form a main part in deciding the career of a student. Most of the parents want their unfulfilled desire to be fulfilled by their children. For example, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಜ್ಜ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತುಂಬ ಆಸೆ ಪಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ನಾನಂತೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಗಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಅಥವಾ ಮಗಳನ್ನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Means my father or my grandfather wanted me to become a doctor. I could not become a doctor, but somehow I have to make my son or daughter a doctor, without realizing the fact that his son or daughter has an aptitude to become a doctor. This part, the decision has to be taken by the student. You need to take suggestions from everybody, friends, relatives, parents, but final decision has to be taken by you. Now, when you clear your 10th or 12th, you should focus on your skill development. Now, we have been hearing that there are lot of employment problem, unemployment problem. Parents talk that my son is finished BE, my daughter has finished MBA, but they are not getting job. So actually there is no unemployment, there is no dearth of job. There are so many multinational companies, there are so many startups, government job, you can start your business, so many things are there. The problem is that the skilled personality, skilled personals is not available. Now what happens, generally I will give you an example. You go to a mall to buy a branded shirt or t-shirt. You go to mall, how many of you just go to one shop and buy one t-shirt and come out? No, you don't do that. You go to at least 3, 4, 5 shops. There, put on trial, go to trial room, come back, again change, then the friend sitting in front of you has to give you approval, then only you buy one t-shirt. Now, you are going to 5 shops to buy one t-shirt. Why do you expect a company to hire you just because you have an MBA degree? No, it doesn't happen. They are paying you, say, 30,000, 40,000 or 5 lakh, 6 lakh per annum. So they need to ensure, yes, this is the right person whom we can take. Now, for that you need to prepare. So what are the opportunities? Before we talk about the opportunities, I'll just touch upon the new policy which government has brought upon now. The national education policy which is recently come. Actually, it should have been implemented from 2020-21. Maybe because of COVID, it may be next time or next financial or academic year. So, what is it? Earlier, you had a system of 10 plus 2, that is 10 standard after that PUC or 12. Now they have made this education system for total 15 years. That is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. This is the total school system. Now, first 5 is primary school, wherein you have just play and activity. Next 3 years, introduction of math, science, social studies. Then coming to middle stage, wherein the same thing is studied in little detail, and then coming to last stage, that is 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So there is no concept of 10 plus 2 here. When you do this 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, there you have to focus, make life skills, study what you want to become, and by the time you clear 12, you should be completely clear as to what you have to do further. So now, this may not come into effect immediately. So keeping our present system in view, I have made this talk. What next after 10th or PUC? So the opportunities what are now? Before you take up, these are the doubts which comes into the mind. Which course, which college, which place, whether you have to go to Bangalore or Mysore or in your local place, whether you have to stay in a hostel or a PG, is this college has reputed faculty, infrastructure is good or not, which is the best college. With all this, you take an analysis, then is it NAC, ISO or autonomous? If the college has Wi-Fi, do we have a good playground? Does the college have a canteen facility? Is the principal very strict? Do we get some time to bunk the classes? Can we bunk some classes, etc., etc.? All these you have to think, decide, and then make an option that what you have to do. In order to answer all these questions, first know your personality, that is your strength and weakness, what you are good at. For example, if you are finding maths very difficult, if you plan to take medical, then you will find it very difficult to pursue a career there. Know your interest. What are you good at? Even if you are good at, say, dance, music, anything, you can pursue that career also. Then know your skill level. What is your level of your study skill? Discuss with parents and your well-wishers. Then just don't follow the friends blindly. Just because somebody else is joined some other college, you don't go and join there. Check your aptitude. Yes, aptitude is very important. By the time you are in 10th or 12th, you should know what is suiting you. Shortlist all this as per the preferences, option A, option B, option C. Evaluate all these alternatives what you have. Then finally take a calculated risk to choose your career option. But that option has to be yours, nobody else, because you are the one who is going to study there. Now, what are the career options after PUC? Now, I touched upon 10th also, but you have to decide in 10th only, because as I told you, if you take commerce in PUC, after PUC, if you want to do anything in medical sciences, it is not possible. So, you need to decide what you have to do, and these are the things, basically the traditional medicines, MBBS, BAMS, BDS, various things. Then we have veterinary science, medical again, then engineering. In engineering also you have a lot of options. Start with computer science, mechanical engineering, automobile, aeronautics, environmental, various things you have. Then coming to architects, again a 4 years course which is very good, provided you are good at architecture, good at drawing. Then law, you can take law after your BA, BSc, BCom or together. There are places where you have an integrated course. Then chartered accountancy, you can take. This is again, you need to be having that aptitude to study. Then 4 to 5 years you have to keep studying. Then BSc, in BSc we have a lot of things what you have. Then you can also study cloud computing, big data, gaming. Then get on to say Indian Railways. There are so many opportunities in Indian Railways. Hotel management, defense. Defense is one of the very attractive job opportunities today. Even if you just don't want to pursue your study after 10th or 12th, you can join as a soldier. You want to do well in life, you have studied well, you can join NDA after your 12th, National Defense Academy, or there is something called technical entry. Then after your degree is completed, there is something called Combined Defense Service Examination, wherein you can join Army, Navy and Air Force as an officer. Now, various other options other than this, after your 10th and 12th, you can get on to cinema. Cinema in the sense, again, so many things there. You can do acting, you can do background helping, you can be a background artist, various other things. Mass communication, you can get into media, digital media, then advertising and PR events. You can be a news reporter, you can collect news, you can be a news reader, or you can compose or producer, whatever you want, you can do that. Then still photography, this is again a good opportunity where you can set up your own shops or you can go on photography and make it as a career. Fashion designing, again fashion designing, you can be a fashion person, you can design, you can shop, open a boutique, various things. Here also you have innovation and game design, hospitality and tourism, lot of opportunities are there in that. You can start your own resort, you can start your business in that, you can get people from other countries and take them around in our country, various things. Performing arts, again, now if you are good at performing arts, music and dance, you can take it up. Then aviation, another good opportunity what you have. Then polytechnic, teaching again, you can start after your BA, BSc, take up B.Ed, do your engineering, go to engineering colleges, do your research there, very good opportunities. All these see where when you are choosing how you can progress, where you can make money. End of the day, it is making money which is very important. All these things you have, and then take a final decision which you should have done it by the time you are after 12 or at the age of 20. Now, with this, I come to an end. I hope I have given you some hint, some idea, this thing where you can take up a career after your schooling. Thank you very much.